Hello everyone, my name is Lena and this is my week 2 multimedia discussing a case scenario for a hiring question with 3 different responses. So in my case scenario, the position that's being applied to is that of a public school teacher. And the hiring question that I chose to be asked is very standard, just what made you apply for this position? So answer number 1, of course being completely wrong, is if an individual responded saying, I just need a job and this is close to my house. Answers like this identify negative parts of a person's character. I would assume that they maybe might be selfish or self-centered. They may be the type to just chase a dollar and will take, any job for pay, not necessarily a job that they're passionate about. This response also concerns me with their commitment and longevity to the organization, especially if a higher paying job were to come along. And then the ending part, close to my house, this suggests to me more that they just like easy and convenient. And while living local definitely is a positive regarding representative bureaucracy, their answer doesn't necessarily tell me, though, that they want to work close to home to make a difference in their community. It just appears more that they're just focusing on like their own personal desire to just have like less of a commute time. So next, answer number 2 would be like my mediocre response. This is if the individual says, I just graduated and I love working with kids. So this is not a bad answer. The fact that the applicant just graduated shows me that she has a current, passion and drive for her profession. Being young and fresh out of school, one says that she's qualified. Now, she does lack experience because she's just out of school, but that's not necessarily always a bad thing because this usually makes an individual more easier to train. This individual would be perfect as the backup applicant if somebody better came along. If not, then, this could be a first pick option. So answer number 3, to me, this would be an outstanding answer. If somebody said, I've been working in the field for 13 years, I felt a strong desire to work closer to home in efforts to improve the education being offered not only to my own children, but for all of the children in my community. That answer to me checks many of the boxes. It shows experience, 13 years in the field shows qualification, experience that can be easily validated, with some reference checks. The strong desire to work in and improve the education in the community that person is vested in with their own children, and education for their own children and for the children in the community reveals positive attributes about their character. Regarding representative bureaucracy, this applicant, him living in the community promotes diversity, fosters trust from local parents that possibly know him from the community. It can encourage parental involvement in making a difference in the community by being in the school, just by him being an example, taking that lead and being an example. And so I think that would be, an outstanding answer. So in closing, based on the 3 answers provided, I would hire the last candidate and I would keep the second candidate as my backup. So thank you very much for listening.